I call this meeting to order at 7:01 p.m. Please read the statement, Courtney.
This meeting was called pursuant to the provisions of the Open Public Meetings Act. Notice of this meeting was sent to the Union County Local Source, Union, New Jersey, the Courier News, Bridgewater, New Jersey, the Home News Tribune, Woodbridge, New Jersey, MyCentralJersey.com, the Star Ledger, Newark, New Jersey, the Leader, Westfield, New Jersey, and the Alternate Press, tapinto.net. In addition, the notice was posted on the Borough of Fanwood website, www.fanwoodnj.org. Copies of said notice were posted on the bulletin board in the municipal building and filed in the office of the Borough Clerk. Notices on the bulletin board have remained continuously posted. Proper notice having been given, the Borough Clerk is directed to include this statement in the minutes of this meeting.
Okay. Please stand for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Can we have a roll call?
Council President Gina Berry,
Present.
Jeffrey Banks,
Here.
Anthony Carter, Erin McElroy Barker, Catherine Mitchell,
Here.
Patricia Walsh,
Here.
Mayor Marr.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Mayor Marr could not be with us today, but we will go ahead and get started with. We have one proclamation. Councilwoman Walsh, can you do that?
Thank you. Do we have Annie, Delois, and Stephanie here? If you'd like to come up, please.
Gabby and Jim is also here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All the planning
Oh,
board
there we go,
members.
great. Oh, right here is fine, sure. I like your sweatshirt. Okay, thank you. So this is a proclamation recognizing the Planning Committee of the 17th Annual Scotch Plains Fanwood Martin Luther King Jr. Day of Service. And thank you all for coming and for your hard work. Whereas the Scotch Plains Fanwood Martin Luther King Jr. Day of Service celebrates its 17th year of bringing neighbors together in service and solidarity. And whereas over the years, hundreds of service projects have been completed through the Scotch Plains Fanwood Martin Luther King Day of Service, addressing community needs and strengthening the bonds among our residents. And whereas this year's Day of Service featured over 20 projects taking place at multiple locations throughout our community, offering diverse opportunities for residents to serve their neighbors. And whereas the opening program, held in alternating years at the Fanwood Scotch Plains YMCA and the JCC of Central New Jersey, serve as an inspiring tribute to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and his enduring message that everybody can be great because everybody can serve. And whereas the dedicated Planning Committee has worked tirelessly to organize this meaningful day, ensuring that Dr. King's vision of beloved community continues to flourish in our towns. And whereas the Martin Luther King Day of Service has become a celebration reflecting the best of our shared values and collective spirit. Now therefore be it resolved that the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Fanwood hereby recognizes and commends the Planning Committee of the 17th Annual Scotch Plains Fanwood Martin Luther King Jr. Day of Service for their outstanding dedication, leadership, and commitment to honoring Dr. King's legacy throughout meaningful community service. So we have a proclamation for each of you. And thank you again for your hard work. And I know it was a great success as always. Everyone did.
Thank you very much.
Sure, thank you. And I think you have 3 members that aren't here.
Yes.
Do you want to take them for them?
Okay, great.
Do you want to get a picture? This will all smile.
Turn it around. Hold it up, Jim. Thank you so much.
Very much.
Thank you.
The mayor and I were able to attend yesterday, and it was really a beautiful service, so good job. So this time for privilege of the floor to the public. Can I get a motion to open them?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone from the public has any comments? Want to come up? On the agenda items only. I see no one. Can I get a motion to close?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
We're moving on to the minutes, meeting minutes. Can I get a motion to approve the minutes from December 15th, 2025, and January 5th, 2000?
You're getting a little in a rush here, Mr. Banks.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. I have a resolution 2026-01-047. Jesse, this is a resolution for the bond agreement. Can you want to talk about that?
Yeah, so this resolution authorizes the borough to conduct a bond sale on February 25th in the amount of $10 million. It's $10,699,000. The last time the borough did a bond sale was in April of 2021. And the purpose of this bond sale is to fold over a number of notes that we have. So in municipal finance in New Jersey, we have either bonds or notes. And notes can only be rolled over 10 years, otherwise they must be paid in full. The ones that we're doing are rolling over these short-term notes into a longer bond, which are usually 25 to 30 years. And so this bond sale will include a number of capital ordinances, including general capital ordinances from the last couple of years, the improvements we did for the carriage house, the notes we did for the new library, and some sewer improvements as well. Those are the main items. If anyone has any additional questions, happy to answer them. But
Nope.
No question?
No, thank you.
All right. Resolution 2026-01-047, resolution combining bonds aggregate the principal sum of $10,699,000 authorized by the 15th bond ordinance theretofore adopted to finance part of the cost of various general improvements and a special emergency appropriation in the borough of Fanwood, County of Union, New Jersey, into one consolidated issue of bonds and providing for the form, mutual, and other details of said consolidated issue. Can I get a motion?
So moved.
Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Do I need to a roll call?
Roll call.
Roll call, please.
Council President Gina Berry.
Present. Yes.
Debbie Beck.
Approved.
Anthony Carter. Aaron McElroy Barker. Catherine Mitchell.
Yes.
Patricia Walsh.
Yes.
Motion carries.
All right. Consent agenda. We have a few here. Resolution 2026-01-048. Resolution 2026-01-049. Resolution 2026-01-050. Resolution 2026-01-051. Resolution 2026-01-052. Resolution 2026-01-053. Resolution 2026-01-054. Resolution 20-01-055. Resolution 2026-01-056. Resolution 2026-01-075. Resolution 2026-0-058. Anyone need to have a discussion or pull any of these resolutions?
No, not me.
No. We have Diane here from the planning board. If you can talk about Resolution 2026-01-058, which is approving fair share mediation agreement.
Yes. As you may recall, I was here a couple of times over the past couple of months, and this is regard to the Fair Share Housing Center's challenge to our submission of our submission for the fourth round. So we did what we were supposed to do, and we applied to the court, and we told the court what we were going. We agreed with them and that we would do the required number of units. And Fair Share decided that they were going to challenge practically every community, and they did ours. It was not a significant challenge, but we had to end up doing a mediation agreement, which is what the normal, and basically it's historical. It takes you through what our fair share housing obligations have been over the second, third, and now fourth round, and then also indicates what we have agreed to do, and that is increase the set aside for the rental from 15 to 20%. So that's the major element of this agreement. The rest is a lot of boilerplate language that they're using in every mediation agreement that keeps us all on track with what the requirements are for this fourth round. So, as you know, there were deadlines, and certain things have to be done by certain times, as well as, you know, the midpoint reports, which, and it also discusses those units that we have on Cottage Way and whether or not those units are going to be extended, which it's not quite yet, but they do like to plan ahead at Fair Share. So there will be a couple of things coming before you all. The housing element needs to be passed, the spending plan needs to be updated, and the ordinance needs to be revised to change that set aside from 15 to 20%. So over I think actually next month, I believe the second meeting, there has to be some in front of the planning board, and then you will get them either before or after.
And then the Cottage Way stuff will be,
It may be included in the spending plan, but it's very unrealistic. Like, I tried to discuss with them that point. I don't see a point in including it in the spending plan, because you don't know what that cost is going to be. It's going to be 4 or 5 years in the future. So there has to be some allocation to those units.
so we will do that.
Yeah, you'll see
Okay.
that in the spending plan.
Okay. What is the date for the fourth round to?
March 15th, 2026, we should have everything done.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah. I think that's about it. If this is passed, if you could sign it, and then if you would be kind enough to scan it to me tomorrow, that would be great. And then I can come pick it up.
No problem.
Terrific.
Thank you. Any
You all
additional
have any other
questions?
questions?
No, I don't think so. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Pretty straightforward.
great.
You're good?
Yep.
Okay. Consent items, do I need to read that, or do I need to read it again? Okay, so good, I don't have to read it again. Okay, can I get a motion for the consent items?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I think.
Do a roll call? Yeah.
Yeah.
To the entire consent.
Yes.
Yes.
Council President Kingsbury.
Yes.
Jeffrey Banks.
Approved.
Anthony Carter. Erin McElroy Barker. Catherine Mitchell.
Yes.
Patricia Walsh.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Now we have reports.
Okay, so we're gonna do standing reports. If, we're gonna go a little off the agenda right now. We'll start with, Liz.
Thank you.
Hi, everyone. I appreciate you taking me on the early side. I have another commitment in a bit. So, and not too much to report, although it's good. One of our final spaces on South Avenue, near the Fanwood Clipper, that gentleman who owns the Fanwood Clipper owns that building and put apartments above. And they have signed a lease with actually the owner of Houdini, same owner, local person, for 1874 coffee shop. So
We have somebody that's very happy.
yeah, so he's excited, and in these
And I love the name.
circumstances, he's has experience, so he knows how to proceed relatively quickly with fit out. I mean, I don't want to curse the process, but
Yeah.
so he's really looking around St. Patty's Day.
Oh, wow.
Which is
Wow.
great, that they would be fit out and
that's
and
great.
ready to go. So I think it's the other half of the St. Couture space. It's
The old
it's,
Fanwood Pharmacy, right?
no,
No.
it's next to Fanwood Clipper, really.
Oh, the Clipper.
It's
Oh,
in that same
I
building
got
where
it,
The nail
yes.
place,
Oh,
the
over that
Clipper,
way.
over
Okay,
that way.
okay.
Yeah. So,
Yes,
so that's exciting. And, otherwise, we're plugging along. I think Soho's probably half full, and the affordables are 5 out of 9 or have their folks in. So, moving along. Carano, I think the last time I was here, I did say that Carano Square would be putting in for their permits, which they did do. So footings and foundation permits have been applied for, and which means they've made significant progress on, getting their permits from DOT which takes a long time for access. It's really not that complicated. They're reducing however many driveways and having like 2 points of entry. So it's a big process. So they're through that process and still working through some of the utility relocations with the utilities. But they're in the process of hopefully receiving shortly their footings and foundations for Building A, which is the building that has the restaurant.
Right.
So
Yeah.
and then once they do that, and while they're temporarily relocating the liquor store and then putting it back, then because that has to be done prior to doing Building B. So everybody's moving along.
Do you have an update on Fabio's move?
There's a gigantic hole in the ground.
Yeah.
It is a big
That
hole.
is my current update,
It
which
is,
is good.
yeah.
Yeah. So,
okay.
there's a lot that impacts that. It's tough to gauge how long construction will, like right now it's freezing.
Yeah.
So certain things you can't do.
You're gonna wait
Certainly
till the
you can't pour
ground
concrete.
softens, yeah.
So it depends on, winter is hard. It's nice
Yeah.
to keep progress going. It's hard to put a finger on exactly how things will progress, but they have a big hole. They have to fill it. So I'm assuming when, as weather permits, that's how the progress will
Okay.
be made for right
Great.
now. Yeah,
Thank
it's exciting though.
It is exciting.
All right, any questions or anything? Okay.
Is the hot yoga spot
Hot
open?
yoga
Yeah, it's open.
is open.
Yeah.
It's open.
It's open.
Okay.
My daughter took some class there already.
Oh,
And I went by, I think it was Saturday morning, there were like 15 people
oh
walking
yeah.
in.
Oh yeah, it's very, it's really good for you. I mean, I've taken it myself. It's hot.
hot, yes.
But I mean, because everything really stretches out, of course, in that heat. But
Yeah.
it's very, very popular. I'm sure they'll do well there. We don't
Yeah.
have a lot around, like not
Right.
a ton right in this area. So I'm hoping they'll be super successful and so nice. Just, I love the young entrepreneur. It's like one of my favorite things. So we'll see. And then Beam Light Therapy will be right behind them.
Yep.
So that'll be good.
Cool.
All right. Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to continue with standing committee reports. Jesse, do you have anything you want to share with administration and finance?
So, we discussed the status of the shared court with Garwood that was authorized at the end of last year. And we received approval from the administrative office of the courts to begin the operation of the shared court on February 1st, so that is moving along.
Oh, awesome.
And just a couple of other things that'll be appearing on future agendas, but that was probably the biggest item.
Okay, great, thank you. Public safety, do you have one, Councilwoman Walsh?
For public safety, no, it's Cass.
Oh, I'm sorry, you're not on public
No,
safety?
no.
Okay,
You have fire, right?
Okay, yes, I do. Do you want me to proceed now with the
yes,
fire?
yes, please.
Okay. So this is for the month of December, and it was submitted by Chief Picola. So during the December of 2025, the fire department responded to 27 calls for assistance. One was for a structural fire, 3 for residential fire alarms, carbon monoxide alarm. Somebody was locked out of their car. They came to the rescue. 5 motor vehicle accidents, 2 commercial fire alarms, 1 hazardous condition. And they helped, they assisted in helping find a missing person. So looks like they were pretty busy during the month of December. And of course, they were, and I think that's the whole report for the fire department. I do have their year-end report too. Which is, I don't know, they were very busy. I'll just give you the total amount of calls that they did. They did 306 calls for emergency assistance during last year. And combined with the calls that they had, the drills and the meetings and special events, there were 364, so they were very busy last year. And I have to remind everybody that we always do, these are people who are volunteers. They give up their time, and as you can see by the amount of hours that they put in, takes a lot of time out of their personal life, and we are very thankful for them. And that concludes the report for the fire department.
Thank you. Rescue Squad?
Rescue Squad, okay, so the captain's report for December. There were 21 calls answered, 9 insufficient crew calls, 1 second call request. The average response time came down to 8 minutes and 24 seconds. And the total response hours were 117 minutes reported. Special shout out to the multiple December standbys, out to the Santa parade crews, tree lighting crew, and the menorah lighting crew. Those who covered Christmas night and Girl Scout demonstration accomplishments. That will be it for the captain's crew.
Thank you. Public Works? Councilwoman Walsh?
Thank you. Okay, so we have the Department of Public Works, excuse me, report from December 12th through January 16th. So they have their recurring monthly activities, litter patrol, inspection of the parks, maintenance of sewer systems, recycling containers in both parks being emptied. They continue to set up and take down tables and chairs for the seniors meeting. They finished the leaf cleanup of all borough-owned properties, excuse me, in this past month. They had the annual fall curbside leaf pickup for residents. They picked up approximately 8,000 cubic yards of leaves from all the borough-owned properties. Of course, because of the snow, they've been de-icing borough streets and parking lots and sidewalks as needed. They helped out with the HVAC system at the library. There was a major sewer block along South Avenue in the business district, so they were helping out with that. The Public Works employees worked a total of 202 man-hours of overtime from December 14th to the 28th for snow removal operations, de-icing of streets and sidewalks and parking lots, pedestrian crossings, plowing, and then removing snow from municipal parking lots behind the downtown businesses. And let's see, the annual Christmas tree pickup has been going on, and that ends very soon, I think within the next week. And the holiday wreaths and decorations and lighting will all be taken down. The annual winter brush pickup program in all quadrants of the borough, once completed, which they pretty much are, I believe. The next one will be in April. And the recycling center will be open on February 7th from 8 to 11. And that is it for Public Works.
Okay. Thank you. Councilman Carter isn't here. I'm going to skip my
So I
report
have-
for now.
yeah.
Do you want to just continue with yours?
Yes, I
Okay.
have Historic Preservation and Environmental Commission. So Historic Preservation met on January 8th, and I think, Russ, you were working on the certificate of appropriateness. I think that's completed now?
Yes.
Okay, so that we talked about. We had,
They wanted some input. There was a application that they wanted me to review, and I gave some input.
yes, thank you. We had some new donations to the museum, but really the biggest thing that the Historic Preservation Commission is thinking about and working on is American Revolution 250. So most towns are having different events and things to celebrate, so we are as well. And I think by now everybody on the council and in the borough has heard about the Fanwood Lego build. So we have a date, that's March 21st. We have the map of Fanwood being prepared and printing. Photographs of all the historic buildings and homes have been taken, and we're working on a brochure that will be distributed. The high school cafeteria has been reserved for the event, and what the committee would like all of us up here to think about is how the different commissions and departments and liaisons that you're to could also participate in some kind of American Revolution 250. So I know the library is thinking about helping out with book displays and maybe guest speakers. Fanwood Day, we'll maybe try to have some kind of theme for the American Revolution. Movies in the park, we'd like to maybe try to do something with that. The Environmental Commission also wants to be involved. The Shade Tree Commission, we're hopefully going to be help us in that. So there's a letter from Joan Skubish, the chair, that is to the mayor and council members. So I'm going to ask Courtney if you could just give everyone one of these in their mailbox or at our next meeting. But in the meantime, when everybody meets with their different committees, if you could just bring this up and see what kind of activities people might be interested in. Oh, Saturday, January 24th, Westfield is having their Lego build.
Yes,
So
I saw that.
that's from 1 to 3:30 at Westfield High School. So if anybody wants to go and just see what it looks like and how they go about it, we'll be doing the same thing here for our date. And that was it for historic preservation.
You have environmental?
I do have environmental. Okay, so
Hey,
let's see.
Trish, maybe Bob could do an illustration for the regular.
Yeah.
Maybe be the face of it.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, whatever ideas anybody comes up with, and as I say, who's ever on whatever committees and liaisons,
that's
you want to
good.
talk to them, see how they'd like to be involved, it would be great. Okay, so for Environmental Commission, we had our meeting on just whenever that was, January 15th. And again, they discussed goals and activities for 2026. They would like to come to a council meeting and review what they've done in 2025 and maybe set out some goals for 2026. One of them being they would like us to be certified National Wildlife Federation Mayor's Monarch Pledge Program, so that's exciting. And what else? So the Environmental Commission continues to be concerned about the safety of the paths in the Nature Center. So they get damaged by heavy rain and flooding. They ask for DPW to help them take care of that. We do have the Nature Center caretaker who's moved around some gravel and in hopes of kind of rectifying that situation. Let's see.
Do we have cameras there?
We do. Yep. They were asking about any grants, Jesse, that are applied for from the borough that might have some kind of impact or be involved in environmental, that they could be apprised of any of those grants and maybe have some input. Or I think there was a grant that came up that they didn't know about that we received that was maybe lent itself to some environmental issues. So they'd like to know about those if they come up. The Green Team and the Environmental Commission want to work on the Adopt a Drain program, which, again, if they come to a meeting, we'll talk about that. And what is the status of the tree ordinance? Do we know?
That I need to circle back to our engineer on.
Okay, thank you. I think that's it.
Okay, thank you.
Sure.
Councilwoman Kathy Mitchell, do you have Green Team report?
Yes and no. The Green Team is meeting tonight.
Okay.
But I am happy to report that the New Jersey legislature has finally passed a bill of Stop the Stuff.
Yes.
I don't know when it goes into effect, though. And what it means is that when you go to a fast food place, they are not going to be allowed to give you extra utensils,
Plastic.
or even utensils. You have to ask for them, and then they'll gladly give them to you. But all those extra packages of mustard and ketchup that you get, they won't be allowed to do that anymore. I know, I guess last month I was cleaning out one of my kitchen drawers, and I don't know, I found about a dozen packages of those little ketchup things. So, when we get more information, I'll pass that on to you. But that's a good thing. And they feel that it will save money for the establishments because they won't have to be giving out plastic utensils to everybody that comes along. And as I said, they're meeting tonight, so that's it for the Green Team.
I like the fact they brought back
Do you want me to
cursive.
proceed with the others?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Shade Tree?
I don't have a health report. The Shade Tree doesn't meet until the end of the month, and they did not meet in December because of, I guess it was too close to Christmas. The seniors there's a new collaboration between St. Bart's and Immaculate Heart of Mary Church, designed specifically for the seniors of Fanwood and Scotch Plains. And this is to give you, just as its name, support and care. If you need a ride someplace, to the doctor's office, the grocery store, you need your laundry done, stuff like that for seniors.
So they're going to combine, like
They
the
would,
two?
yes, there are volunteers from both parishes. It doesn't matter what your religion is, it's not, Catholic affiliated. It's to any senior who is, and you don't have to have an income specification. Everything is all taken care of as long as you meet our geographical things. I mean, they're not going to come in and paint your house, or they're going to do simple things. But if this is something that you think you want to investigate, just call either church, either St. Bart's in Scotch Plains or Immaculate Heart of Mary in Scotch Plains. And I think that's all of the report that I have.
Okay, thank
Thus
you.
far, it's been a slow month, which is good.
The rec?
Rec doesn't meet till next week, I think, and neither does the planning board, so
Okay.
that takes care of me.
That takes care. Thank you for that. And I have a quick library report. The library actually have their first year meeting tomorrow, but I do have some updates for December. During the month of December, the library had 24 youth services event that was held. 195 children, teens attended these events.
Wow.
166 adults attended the events. We had 16 volunteers with a total of 288 hours for the year between those 6 volunteers. So that's a lot of volunteering for the kids. We had 51 items added to the juvenile collection, 11 items added to the young adults collection. I think Councilwoman Walsh mentioned the Maker Day on March 21st, which is the STEM event for families. I'm not sure if that's different from, is that the same thing
No,
from
that's
the Lego?
different. No,
Okay,
that's
this is a different one.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have a Maker Day on March 21st that features variety of STEM programs for families at the library. I had a chance to go to the last one, and it was very well attended.
Do you know the times for that? Because that's unfortunate.
I don't have the time, but I can
Okay.
certainly
That's-
find out.
okay.
121 references were given out during month of December, and they look forward to continuing the program at the library. So that is my report for the library.
Library's happening.
The library is happening. I think that concludes all of our committee reports. Any new business?
No.
Any old business?
Nope.
Okay, I open the floor to the public. Comments on any items, 5 minutes per speaker. Speakers must state their name and address for records. Can I get a motion to open the
So
meeting
moved.
to the public?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone on the public would like to come up?
Nope.
No? I see no one. Can I have a motion to close the
So
meeting?
moved.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Can I get a motion to,
Adjourn?
actually, I just wanted to say one thing before we adjourn. Your timing. I don't know if anyone noticed or heard, but the governor, the former governor, Murphy, actually signed a bill on Monday right before he left office on e-bikes.
Yep.
So you have
That's
to
a
be
good thing.
17 with a valid New Jersey driver's license. It must be registered and it must have insurance. And motorized bicycles, you have to be 15 and also have a valid motorized license to operate. So just wanted to put that out there since, we had to deal with some tragedy in our close neighbors in our own town. So it's important for us to kind of lift that up and let everybody know that we do have a statewide law now that regulates. Hopefully that'll help a little bit.
That's
All
wonderful.
right.
I like the fact that you also put into law the bringing back cursive writing in a grade school.
Cursive writing.
That's important. You gotta know how to
Yes.
sign your name.
New York should do the same.
That's
Everyone
true.
should do the same.
With that said, motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, everyone.
Have a good night, everybody.
Good night.